we fixed her hair, and she's been acting a fool ever since. The only difference now, she cleans her cage. only difference. But I love her dearly. Next to her is what we call Miss Thing. We call him that with love and affection, as all of us know. Well, he hasn't let us down yet, has he? We've been friends a long time, and I sure wish you'd return my red handkerchief. My wife's been wondering where it was. I hope it still has her perfume scent on it. But really, Paul, it's really been a pleasure working with you, because we worked together many years ago on the Red Fox show. We started writing together, and we walked into the office with the white man, and Paul what he did was sucked his dick. I must say, Paul had a sense of humor. He didn't let him come in his mouth. But seriously, Paul wrote most of the dialogue for everybody up here tonight, and he's a brilliant writer. And we went once to. What was that man's name that we went to and we had to fight? The producer. Producer, the Bill. Shelton Leonard. Shelton Leonard. We walked in his office. We was there for an hour together. And Shelton Leonard picked our brains, and he said, thank you, and you can leave now. And I asked for the money. and Paul said, don't do that. Don't get us in no trouble now. I threatened to kick his ass, and Paul tried to join him. but we're dear friends, and this is all in fun. Next, just don't tell him about Maropasa. Next I moved. Paul was with me once when I first fucked my first faggot. And he's been holding that over my head for 2 years. I fucked a faggot. I just want to say it now so nobody else can tell. I liked it. I would have married him, but he had to go away and get an operation. I'd like to move now, Paul, if you don't mind. To move to the other end to a white person who I give less than a shit about, who is a very brilliant man. I haven't seen anyone this funny since Jonathan Drake. Jonathan Drake, as you know, used to eat baseballs in the afternoon and fart footballs. And it's close. He's close to that. He's really funny. As you notice, he's trying out for Wolfman next week. He has all that hair on his hands, and it's obvious he jacks off funny because it's on the outside of his hands. He's another brilliant queen that we have on the show. And his closet is the Hollywood Bowl. But moving right along, I'd like to move to the next lady You may not can see her, but she's there. She's skinny. But in nowadays they call that chic. I call it shit. It's that. Thank you, and back to you wherever you want it. It's just been so great working with her because she comes up with great ideas. She's a lady that has ideas. She inspires the whole crew. It costs a lot, but we pay for it. What the hell? It's not funny, but it's good. Next to her is a dear friend of mine. Actually, I did know Jimmy in New York. We were stealing hubcaps together. And he was really funny. He was on heroin then. I wouldn't say that he was on heroin, but if you piss on him, he would get high. I don't know if that's the same. I just have a feeling it's not the same thing. It's just great, Jimmy, seeing you alive. That's the thing. Sitting next to him is a fat, ugly person. Who, without a doubt, is probably one of the ugliest white men I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if it was a contest between him and the skinny woman, I wouldn't know who to vote for. I would just have to flip a coin and take your bets and you take your chances. But he has a wonderful sense of humor. If he only had his own teeth, so he could smile. He has a wedding band on, but Mrs. Hippo isn't here tonight. I imagine next time they roast someone, they will ad-lib. It's much more fun. Next and last and also least is a man that's taken me to more whorehouses than anyone. I first met him in the church. He tried to get an angel to sit on my face. He's a dear friend of mine. He has a Rolls Royce. You can see it outside. It's many colors. It looks like a rainbow. Blue, orange, green, and yellow, and purple. And it's very good, and it costs him an awful lot of money. His wife has to work hard to pay for them. He used to be an athlete. I believe he was, you were in the gym, weren't you? Used to do push-ups over Wilt Chamberlain. Something, no, he's not gay, although he rides side saddle. But we've been friends a long time. I have no reason to tell you why, but that's the way it is when you're black. You must have a nigger to be your friend. So he's the biggest nigger I know, and I chose him to be my friend. And it's just great. You dress really wonderful, Reverend. A little perspiration, or is that massingills running out of your hair? But all in all, when the deal goes down, that I really. I have a special place in my heart for everyone here. I really love them, and because they are brilliant people, and they've made the show possible. We worked 4 weeks together, and it's been hell in terms of whatever happened. I'd like to say something special to the man who makes the sets, to Roy. I can't remember Roy's name. Roy Christopher, and also Superlight. What's the motherfucker's name? What's his name? Lights. Yeah. the lighting man, and I just don't happen to remember his name offhand. Huh? Ron Stecky. Lon Stecky. I don't give a fuck. He does his job, he gets paid. But this is the first show, as he came to me one day and said, it's the first nigger I've ever worked for. I won't forget that line. But I also like to thank the cameraman who have done such a wonderful job and getting rid of the black cameraman. We started out with 5 black cameramen, now we have 1. It shows our progress is working. I also like to thank the people in the booth, our director, John Moffat, has a name like a puppet. He's a wonderful neurotic person who's going to die soon. And we keep him on because he has terminal guilt. And also, I'd like to thank our associate producers, Rocco Urbasi. He's Italian, and his father said to me, "Hey, nigga, fuck around, I break your balls, okay?" And that's why Rocco's been on the show so long, and I love him dearly. And in closing, the writers, Paul Mooney, who has worked with me a long time, is one of the most fabulous writers that I've ever worked with on any job that you could ever possibly have. We worked together a long time, and he's helped pull the show together and organize things and really kept it going, along with my dear friend David Banks, who is a person who can't write shit, but he's just a funny motherfucker. Just says no right. And the other writers, from Thomas and from Scribbles, Bob Kringen, Jeffrey, and Booker, Miss Booker Bradshaw, Jeremy, who else, man?
Arthur Brady Bunch Sellers.
Arthur Brady Bunch Sellers. I really wish I had their names really good because I haven't met them yet. They look at the credits tonight. They've been in a little room. They don't speak to black people. They just they write Bob Hope stuff, and Paul and David interpret it for me. And I think most of all, I'd like to thank all people for really enjoying me and making all this possible for me. It wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for y'all.
Sir Ed Sheeran.
Jimmy, I can't do this, man. I'm sorry. Come on, Sandy.
Oh, wow. Sandy looks sick.
I don't have anything about, against gay people or nothing. It's just I can respect the person who's gay who come out and say they's gay.
Right.
Then you got
Who's
your
gay?
choice. But the other guys,
A lot of the rappers are gay and they don't admit it.
Yeah, 95% of them is closet cases.
Right.
Come on,
Oh, yeah.
95%?
I wouldn't say 95% because I don't know all of them. I know
She's got a lot of...
I know the ones who's on our label was like that.
Isn't it true?
Name names.
No, don't name names.
And then that's recently, Dre went to my PO and tried to get me violent, and he snitched on me. I haven't even seen the guy since I've been home.
You're on probation.
I'm on parole, baby.
Parole.
Parole.
I don't know
So
the language.
anyway, he went to my PO.
How many record company executives you know are on parole? Most of them should be, but...
The thing about it, he went to my PO, and they made a special case in my parole conditions by saying that he basically put a restraining order against me.
Who did this?
Andre. And only people I know you put a restraining order against somebody unless it's a battered woman, like a wife, a baby mama. I didn't know a so-called gangster rapper would go put a restraining order against another man.
Right. It's very... Because I know the way
Is that why you're saying he's gay?
I'm saying he's gay because there's a guy named Bruce and they've been sleeping together for years.
Oh.
And we had a meeting. We just had these meetings in the red room, right? And once we had these meetings, you had to put everything on the table. Everybody had some drinks and wouldn't nobody lie. Because if anybody get caught lying, it was always a consequence.
Right.
So Tupac stood up and said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Dre, you's a faggot. Dre said, first of all,
Right.
I'm not a faggot. He said, okay, well then you're a homosexual. He said, I'm not a homosexual.
These
I'm
meetings,
bisexual.
These meetings is
So
something
he
else.
said, you bisexual. He said, see, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to be doing songs with a guy who's pounding other guys in the butt. then Dre said, Pac, I thought you was smart. You still dumb. If I want to pound some butt, I could do a woman. I'm a bisexual because I like to get my cheekbones blew out. I like to get pounded in the butt.
Oh my.
Well, let me just say,
What a meeting.
let me say something about this meeting because you're bringing us into the inner workings of a record company. A lot of people aren't used to this.
Really?
In the business I work in, it's a lot of gays. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gays in the industry. Period. You know what I'm saying? I work with them. I see them all the time, and I'm sure a lot of dudes can relate to it too.
Come in bad, Weezy. Come to bitches, it come easy. My nigga show, my nigga shiz. 614, bitch, that's the crib. What you want, what you need. Got the trap, fuck the streets. I ain't in it, content it. If it's booty, you know I'm in it. If it's women, you know I'm gay. I got money, I'ma make it rain.
I'ma show you what type nigga I am, right? These niggas right here been bucking with me all night. I want y'all to come up here and fuck with me. Come on, let them niggas y'all up here. Y'all four, right? Yeah, all y'all come up here and fuck with a nigga. It's cool like that. You heard me? What's up? Trevor, you and you. Come on, y'all come up here. Y'all bullshit. Get them up here. They been bucking with a nigga all night. I fuck with niggas too. Yeah, that's cool, that's it. I need one more. Him too, yeah. I want y'all to beat this whole him too. That's it. And my dude right there, dog. Say, Ducky, and dude right there with the blue hat on. Wait, man, we need some more chicks up here. What the fuck is going on?
What kind of man kisses another man on the lips, Mr. Dwayne? Dwayne? Huh? What's up with the lip ring, Mr. Dwayne? Dwayne? Can you answer? No comment? Are you gay, Mr. Carter?
Is it the same situation for you and Lil Wayne too? Man, you know, I don't even look at him like that, man. I got a cat from behind the Grove. Yeah, I'm from the. I got Wacko, you know what I mean? I don't even look at him like that. Wayne, I look at him like a little boy. Because look at, I mean, what kind of cat gonna go on national TV and kiss a cat that ain't his daddy and call him his daddy? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I would have did anything the nigga said do. I probably wouldn't have went that far. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been like, you know, what you tripping off or whatever, but, you know, Short ain't don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Whole thing. He don't know no better though. I mean, you know, what could I say? What could I say? I'm trying to give him some credit. At least I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, say he ain't know no better. Fuck. You don't understand. I was a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne. After that, yeah.
And men and women of the finest military in the world. And most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. All of you have performed extraordinary service to our country.
You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I am so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay. She does
Looks like kids will be learning the 4 R's this year: reading, writing, arithmetic, and re-education. A vocal group of gay couples is pushing lesson number 9, a so-called anti-bullying lesson plan that will teach kids in kindergarten through 5th grade about LGBT, or lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender lifestyles.
I am a gay dad. I've been with my partner for 15 years, and we've raised both of our children since birth. We needed to address the issues of harassment, and we needed to address the issues of visibility, and the district answered that call.
Alameda Unified School District is acting appropriately in response to both anecdotal knowledge and data that anti-LGBT harassment does occur in our schools, as it does in other schools across the state and country.
Remember, this is about kindergarten through 5th grade. After this meeting, we asked Assistant Superintendent Sherratt to provide that data she referenced on LGBT bullying. In an email, she replied, quote, "I have referred you to the district's legal counsel. It is appropriate that she respond." We're still waiting for that response. What we do know is out of the 140,000 schools in this country, from kindergarten through college, the FBI documented 135 bias incidents based on sexual orientation in 2007. But none of these 135 incidents are specific to grades K through 5. And Fox News reporting did not find any data evidencing bias incidents based on sexual orientation at the elementary school level in 2007 or in any other year.
The LGBT, I classified in the new bullies on the block. The school is not there to teach my child the social issues of life. That's my job. The problem is there's a group of adults who are trying to superimpose their ideology on some children instead of just preparing teachers how to handle bullying or how to handle offensive language.
So why have LGBT groups moved to the head of the class? Fox News cameras were in Alameda to capture over 10 hours of heated public debate. On one side, angry parents.
And they said, "Ooh, your mom's a lesbian. Lesbian, lesbian, your mom's a lesbian." And she said, "I didn't know what they meant, but I just felt really sad, and I went and sat by myself."
I'm 16, a sophomore at Alameda Community Learning Center, an avid fantasy role player, a metalhead, and a homosexual. I have been harassed by other students in my classes and even began to consider to just stop trying in school and to just give up on life.
On the other side, more angry parents.
My child has been the product of bullying because she's black. She has never viewed a single video in the classroom like Eyes on the Prize, The History of the Buffalo Soldiers, or African American women writers from the 19th century. However, I am not requiring Alameda Unified School District, who is already strapped for cash, to incorporate these changes because I know how to successfully parent, educate, and instill value and self-worth in my child.
You are choosing a book, and Tango Makes Three, that for 3 years in a row from the American Library Association, and again, libraries are choices, was the most challenged book. So
about two gay penguins who raise a baby penguin, and they live happily ever after. And so again, nothing in this book about bullying or harassment, all about two male penguins. And the kids with traditional values are the ones that are considered, bullies, and no one's there to advocate for them.
So how did the school board vote on the curriculum change?
Member Spencer? Oppose. Member Tam?
Yes.
Member McMahon?
Oppose.
Member Jensen?
Yes.
Member Mooney?
Yes.
And the LGBT side has it, 3-2. In a state that ranked third from the bottom in 2007 in fourth grade reading scores, Alameda's second grade students will be required to read Tango Makes Three. And by third grade, watch That's a Family.
They're the best dads ever.
The idea that they want to force this on children and parents and not even allow parents to opt their children out proves there's an agenda and they want to force this down these young kids' throats.
I spent 3 years as a volunteer at Franklin Elementary School. I experienced in those 3 years dealing with 40 kindergartners calling each other by a lot of different slurs, including the gay slurs that Ms. Englund says is just an agenda. It's not just an agenda. It was a need to keep the students safe.
What did you do to stop it? What did you do to stop it? Did you enforce the current school policy?
Let me finish my statement.
What did you do to stop the slurs?
I dealt with that as a Christian.
I'm very excited about going home and kissing my boys and telling them that we have had a victory tonight.
And the school board should be ashamed of itself when not only does it vote to approve such a measure, but funds it in order to vote for it.
This battle isn't over yet. 11 states around the country now have bullying laws that include sexual orientation. That means that this scene in Alameda will be replayed in schools across the country.